If you're a Seven of Hearts, you're walking the path of spiritual love and emotional refinement. You're sensitive to the invisible threads that connect people, often knowing what's not said more than what is. But your journey isn't just about feeling, it's about learning to manage those feelings with integrity, clarity, and compassion. Let's look at the 8 planetary cards shaping your life's evolution. With the Seven of Diamonds in Mercury, your mind is naturally tuned to the spiritual side of value. You're someone who often questions what is something truly worth. Communication isn't just about facts, it's about transmitting inner wisdom. At your best, you speak with purpose, seeing beyond material worth into moral and emotional currency. But be careful not to judge others for not valuing what you see as sacred. Learning to meet people where they are opens the dialogue you're here to have. 5 of Spades in Venus. When it comes to love and beauty, change is your constant companion. You're someone who values freedom in relationships, but that doesn't mean you're detached. Quite the opposite. You evolve through your relationships. You might find that friendships, loves, and values shift dramatically over time. The challenge here is to honor change without fearing loss. You love best when you allow others to grow alongside you, not on your terms, but on theirs. Jack of Hearts in Mars. This is the spiritual warrior, and in your case, it shows up in how you act, often sacrificially, sometimes impulsively. You can be passionate, driven by causes bigger than yourself, but also easily wounded when your love isn't returned. There's a youthful, idealistic edge to how you assert yourself. When matured, this card becomes the loving champion, standing up for others, acting with kindness even under fire. But first, you must learn not to betray yourself in your quest to serve. 9 of Clubs in Jupiter. Your wisdom comes from letting go of mental attachments. You're here to expand through endings, letting go of ideas, beliefs, or even identities that no longer serve you. Jupiter gives you the ability to reach deeper insights, but not without some mental suffering first. Every mental breakthrough begins with a breakdown of certainty. Trust that what you outgrow intellectually makes space for far greater knowledge. 9 of Spades in Saturn. With the 9 of Spades here, you're working with some of the deepest spiritual lessons of all. This card represents endings, completions, and letting go, especially when it comes to the lifestyle, routines, and responsibilities you've outgrown. Saturn brings structure and accountability, and paired with the 9 of Spades, it's like life is asking you to shed the skins that no longer fit, sometimes painfully, but always purposefully. If you've ever felt like you're carrying invisible burdens or being tested through loss, that's this card at work. It demands spiritual maturity. You're not meant to resist those endings, but to understand their role in clearing space for something more aligned. And when you look at how this Saturn card balances against the 9 of Clubs in Jupiter, both nines, both in very different domains, it suggests a powerful cycle of intellectual and spiritual refinement that only the brave undertake. 2 of Hearts in Uranus. You are unexpectedly pulled into intimate one-on-one connections. Friendships and partners may appear out of nowhere or dissolve just as fast. You crave deep emotional bonds, but in your own unique way. There's a paradox here, wanting closeness while fiercely protecting your independence. The key is to stay open without losing yourself in the other. King of Hearts in Neptune. Now we have entered the Mars line. In your dreams and ideals, you carry the image of the emotional sovereign, someone wise, mature, and deeply loving. You might fantasize about being the person who can hold everyone together with grace, but this ideal can become a trap if you never let yourself be vulnerable. The real King of Hearts knows that leadership starts with honesty, not perfection. Let your heart be seen. Finally, Pluto, King of Diamonds. Your transformation lies in how you wield authority and value. Are you chasing success for validation, or are you leading with principle? Pluto here strips away illusions about wealth and leadership. It demands that you take responsibility for your power. When you do, you're able to influence not just for profit, but for purpose. As a Seven of Hearts, you're called to emotional mastery. These 8 planetary cards act like mirrors, helping you see all the facets of your heart, from its longings to its limits. Growth won't always feel comfortable, but it will be meaningful. You're here to remind others and yourself that love is a force of evolution.